Now, the biggest difference between organic agriculture and conventional agriculture is the fertilizer, in our opinion. Okay, we're not professionals here, but it's the fertilizer that makes the biggest difference. Now, we have in these totes humic acid, micronized fish, emulsified fish I should say, and compost tea. All of these different things just in the tote form here go into our fields. Now, we also have soft rock phosphate, and we also have sugar, and we can also get molasses, and we also have calcium. All of these different things feed the soil. Conventional agriculture, they use a salt-based fertilizer, and it's the salt in the fertilizer that gives the plant that shot of energy. It's just like drinking Gatorade. But the problem is that you can't live on Gatorade, right? And so that is where we really stand apart, not above, but just apart from other farmers, because we employ biological energy. Now, this is something that I want you to take home. You're already home. This is something I want you to take away. We, as organic farmers, rely on biological energy. Now, with biological energy, it is sustained, and with the integration of oxygen and air as a whole, and what else? Organic matter feeding the microbes in the soil, creating this nurtured environment. You have healthy plants sustaining themselves on the energy in the soil that you have provided them. And when you get high enough biological energy in the soil, you actually lose the need for a lot of fungicides or pesticides, or you even have to a certain degree frost resistance. And actually, now dare I say, a big weed control method that organic farmers employ is having healthy soil. You take that home. Now, what I mean with healthy soil is that weeds are weeds essentially because they like the environment that soil is at, so they thrive in it, right? And we call them weeds because we don't want them there. But the weeds thrive in that soil, so they take off. But what we do is, in all our certain fields, we have a certain weed that really loves to be there. And what we do is we take the soil at the state it's at and we improve it. We build it up. We spread stuff like this that increase the biological energy in the soil to where that weed species no longer wants to be there. And so we take really bad ground, we take really compacted hard ground, and we have thistles, we have dandelions, we have all kinds of garbage in there, and we just start working with it, just start building it up, just start putting in compost, just start putting in some of this fertilizer stuff, and it gets better. Now, the problem that conventional farmers run into, and I am not here pointing fingers, I'm just showing you what I see, is that with the build up of salts in their soil through repeated fertilization in the conventional manner, it actually locks up nutrients. More on that later. Please subscribe if you want to see more. So this video is going to be a soft intro into the organic fertilizer that we use on our farm. So these are just our totes from last year. We just have little bits in each, and so we're just kind of dumping them all into each tote, and then we just take all these totes, send them back, and get more. So while my dad and brother are mixing those tanks together, compiling them all into one, consolidating everything so that we can go get more fertilizer, I gotta go get our big spray tank up here so we can start getting it filled with water, test everything out, get the electrical hooked up, make sure everything is okay. Ooh, it's hot in here. We going. So we're hoping tomorrow we can start putting in some fertilizer. We got to get this thing hunky-dory and ready to go, all hooked up. Got to get the harrows hooked up to it, and then be able to see what happens. Well, everything is still hunky-dory. I got to go get our baler out. Got to get some things shuffled around. Got to get another spray tank out. It is our mixing tank, actually, where we have our big mixer thing. I'll show you, I guess. But anyway, let me introduce you to our 3020. It's old generation power. So you recognize this place if you're a frequent flyer. We got our decals on the other day. Go down and watch that video. It's pretty funny. In my opinion, anyway. Alright, so what we're after this thing. We dump our fertilizer into this thing, swishes it all together, swishy like, pumps it out into that big spray tank that we just took up to the yard. Fill this up with water, please. I love this thing. Woo! Got it. Didn't even have to move the combine. Well, Dad is off to get some fertilizer. I got a lot of stuff to do here still. I'm gonna get this thing filling with water. Got to make sure the pump actually works. Get everything here organized. We're gonna be pulling that trailer right up in here, so I got to get this place cleaned up here so we can actually stick a sump pump into those totes so we don't have to pick them up, move them around, all that kind of crazy stuff. And it goes right into there, and then from in there right into there, and that's where we take it out to the field. What do you look like in there? Oh, dirty, but okay. All right. Turn on the water. Dad rigged this up with an agitating system. It's agitating. We pump it through with some hydraulic pumps, and it just spins it around in 2 different directions. So agitating. I'm having trouble with words today. It's been rough. I've taken 85 clips. My goodness. But anyway, it is the end of the video, thankfully. And seriously, if you want to learn more about organic agriculture, what it takes to grow crops, what it takes to raise beef organically, this is the place to be. We're learning. I want you guys to be learning too. I mean, there's stigma around organic farming. There's a whole bunch of misinformation around organic farming. And what we do is completely different from what you hear, you know, corporate egg companies telling you organic agriculture is like. Learn it from the people who are doing it. Thanks for watching. This is David Luce at Loose Ends Ranch. See you next time. Thankfully. Oh, that was so hard. Okay, I'm done. See ya.